Hello everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. I am your host Lucia the Panic Bird and we're back with Big Swing and some tired burbs. I have just finished up work for before my vacation. It was a long day. I had so long I ended up doing takeout instead of cooking like I had planned to do up until I leave. But hey, you know, things happen. We are just past the 95 dungeon. I literally just finished up that quest. We got to the Gold City. I still don't quite know what the not Allegan was going on over there, but we got what we got. So sorry, there's gonna be a lot of yawns today. I'm only gonna be streaming for 2.5, 3 hours, but I did want to get more story in today. Ooh, she's almost at the end. Maybe. I mean, I'm already level 96, and I'm only doing a level 95 thing. May I congratulate you on Luke Lamont's victory in the Right of Succession. It is a great honor to host the comrades of our future Dawn Seraphic. Such a grand journey has doubtless left you fatigued. Please relax and enjoy your stay. We're gonna have a lot of cutscenes here. Eventually. I'm trying to eat my banana. Tries to see me? It's only natural. May I come in? Oh, 1 second. Haven't properly thanked you. That my sister was able to realize her potential is a testament to the quality of her traveling companions, particularly you. For that, you have my heartfelt gratitude. Gone. See. Choices are I only did as you might have in my possession. Work Lamar did all the work. I was just moral support. Yeah, this last one really. I'm gonna go with this one just because this really has felt like I've just been here as moral support. Aside from the one fight where we all like co-opted the shadow of Galu Jaja, like I did not have much interaction with the story up to this point. My primary business and calling is to deliver a message from Lamati. As you well know, after the Ascension ceremony, she will officially take up the mantle of Dawn Servant. It is expressed a desire for you to accept a post within her administration, while making no mention of me. You needn't decide immediately. My sister will broach the matter with you again after the ceremony. Whether you continue to assist Lamati or not is up to you. I mean, I'll probably assist her, but I'm not going to get myself tied down in a job. I haven't done a job in this game once in 95 levels. Actually, that's not true. You start off as like an adventurer doing small-time tasks. That's all. You'll excuse me. You have become somewhat irreplaceable to her. As her brother, I acknowledge that with no little jealousy. But believe me when I say that I hope you will stay by her side. I mean, for a while. I'm here to explore the world. Man, I had a similar problem in one of my RPGs recently. Where it's like my character had to go stay behind, and I'm like, that's not what you would do though, but for the sake of like ending the story, sure. And thused it has arrived, the day of the Dawn Servant Ascension Ceremony, where something is gonna have to go fucking wrong. Look, I'm at level 95. There's no way in utter hell this entire thing has happened, and like we're walking away with like just a grand old lot of nothing.
What a crowd! As befits the changing of Dawn Servants.
It's starting.
The Dawn Servant!
Look! He's here!
The head of reason is resting again. Thought he'd grace us for this occasion at least.
People of Tuliolal, you honor us with your presence. For on this auspicious day, we witness the dusking of one era and the dawning of the next. The succession of Dawn Servants. But I've talked for long enough. Allow me to present the claimant, whose determination, wisdom, and compassion guided them to triumph and the City of Gold.
I was expecting her to have a different outfit, if I'm being real.
My daughter, Wook Lamont. Huzzah! Huzzah!
Long live the Dawn Servant! Long live Tuliolal!
Growing up in this city, I used to think I knew all there was to know about Tuliholal. But my journey showed me how much I had yet to learn about the cultures, histories, and aspirations of this nation. Through the time-honored Ihana, the Hanuhanu taught me how they nourish and cultivate both the land and their bonds with visitors. And with their alpacas and tradecraft, the Pelupelu showed me the depths of their patience and fortitude, to know when to push through and when not to push your luck. From the Moblins and their artisans, I gained insight into the power of creativity, that it is when we are filled with passion and bolstered by the support of others that we produce our best works. And in Kozamauka, I was moved by the history and hopes of the Yokhui, who believe that death isn't the end, that we live on so long as we're remembered. I felt joy and harmony in Yaktel when I tasted Shebruk Pibil, the dish that marked the beginning of peace between the Shebral and Mamurja after centuries of warfare. I felt sorrow in Mamuk when I met with those who placed their faith in the promise of blessed siblings, and for this were burdened with great suffering. Through the understanding we forged, I'm hopeful that they will find what they seek through friendship and community, for we are all Turali.
Understanding with Mamuk? What sorcery did she use on them?
All of which is to say that, as I've come to know our nation, I've seen the ways in which we thrive, and the ways in which we still struggle. Some in Kozamauka must resort to banditry to survive. A faction of Yokhui still cling to dreams of conquest. Not everyone lives in peace and plenty. And there's still so much of Tulihyolol I don't know. Places I haven't seen, and people I haven't met. That's why I hope to keep learning about and from you, that we might build a nation where everyone knows happiness. Because if there's one thing my journey has taught me, it's that your happiness is my happiness! I say mine, but the Dawn Servant doesn't need to be a single person, does it?
Oh dear. What is she doing?
Yeah. My father led Tulihyolal to prosperity by the resolve and reason of his 2 heads. But my one head can only get us so far. To further change our nation for the better, I'll need someone else. Someone with the knowledge and insight that I lack. So what do you say? Be Dawn Servant with me, Kona?
Damn.
Lamachi, are you certain?
Absolutely. You take reason, and I take resolve. Together, we make a full Dawn Servant.
You'll have no objections from me, of course. But mine is not the approval you need.
During my time abroad, I experienced the benefits of foreign technologies, some of which I introduced to our nation. Dirigibles now soar the sky in the south, while locomotives traverse the land in the north. I was convinced that by imitating foreign powers, we could assert our strength and thereby deter invasion. Yet despite my intentions, I failed to understand what I was too eager to cast aside, and the very people I wish to protect. My own journey has taught me that culture isn't a hindrance to progress, but a shared value that binds us, connecting lives and generations. With your blessing, I vow to help Tuli Yolal prosper in a way that honors the hopes and heritage of all her peoples. My esteemed predecessor would accept nothing less. For ultimately, I harbor the same wish as my sister. To give you cause to smile. That is my heartfelt desire.
Glad this didn't go to waste. This is the Lay of Legacy, the part of the Tuli Hyola saga where you and I become the next Dawn servant.
Good heavens! Don't tell me this is what kept you so busy ahead of the ceremony.
Just so you know, I didn't decide this on a whim. After reflecting on all we've been through, I realized it was the only answer.
With this, both my brother and I have worthy successors. He would have been proud. Of course you knew. It's been 3 years since my brother left us.
It cannot be. The head of reason is no longer with us.
Oh, tragic tidings.
I didn't want to believe it.
I'm sorry I never told you. We wanted the people to rest easy until our successor could be chosen.
Well, damn.
Planning the right was my brother's final duty. He was determined for it to serve the nation's best interests, and labored nigh without cease. And then he died, forcing me to do the actual work. A sneaky bastard. But he did well. I have to give him that. The outcome speaks for itself.
The Nat
quite to the original script, your new dawn servant rises. May they shine resplendent, and their rule bring light ever greater to Tuliolo.
Oh, fuck. Like, happy moment, but also, like, small bit of tragedy. Meanwhile, with the first promise. Feeling up there, wasn't she? Part with the second promise was surprising, but between the two of them, I dare say our new Dawn servants will be capable of anything to face. The yellow is bright. Jesus, I just got out of the gun scene.
Changes in the air, and it's all because of our little firebrand. Every Ilmer father's daughter, that one. I'll be watching where you steer this nation, lass. With what time I've got left.
He's about to get jumped. There would be kind of no reason to show us him unless he was about to get jumped. If my guess is going to be Bakuja or Sarulja. Probably Sarulja. Ever greater, ever brighter. It's truly come under her own, has not. Starting to see what Bongos is saying about this expansion being 2 parts. Because, like, thinking about it, this was only a little shy of how long it took me to get through, like... I'd probably say so far up to this point, this is the same amount of time it took me to get through, like, 2/3 of Endwalker. Like, the Endwalker launch story. Could be far worse. Kona completed every feat except the last, and that he only forfeited to help Book Lamont secure victory. Forward to seeing how Tuliala will prosper under their care. Great. Now I have to very nicely but firmly tell her no, and by tell her no, I mean get told that I have to take this job. Everyone, thank you for coming. See you all perfectly from up there. Was an impressive speech, Dawn Servant. I told you, no titles. Besides, after everything we've been through together, you're nothing less than family. So, like my family does, I'd like you to call me Lamati. I'll try to pronounce it correctly. Don't worry about that. However you say it, I know it'll be with love. I'm disappointed her name did not change. If we do mispronounce it, please correct us, but it would be an honor to call you Lamati. And as well. Indeed, considering us your Eorzean cousins, such a notion appeals to you. Eorzean cousins. A little bit of this thing, but not in a bad way. There's still lots I'd like to say, but I need to make my rounds first. To thank my supporters who are visiting for the occasion, could you wait for me here? First, we'll keep ourselves entertained. That said, would you join me, Lucia? She's gonna give me a job I have to turn down. It's like... I get I'm gonna have to probably do it. I'm still in the 95s, like, story-wise. Yeah, I'm still in the 95 story-wise. There's, like, no way to be here and kinda, like, not take the job, like, whatever job she gives you. Oh well, Kyle'll be like 2/3 happy about his prediction. I do like there's like a pier out there for bigger boats. Anyway, let's go. First set will be Auntie T's tacos, and not for a sec, I promise. Hokavu and Mapu should be there. Oh, God, I have to go all the way down from way the fuck up here. I think it's this way. You want to go down this way. Oh, pink is not an uncommon color. I guess there are other colors for these outfits. I've only seen red up to this point, so it's like, oh shit, there was a yellow one, a pink one. You know what? Lucia would actually probably wear casual wear right now. She wouldn't really need to be decked up in armor. She probably would have showed the ceremony decked up in armor just because it's like Lucia shares my paranoia, and I was paranoid Bakuja was gonna do something like whack. I figure out why I was getting weird messages. I'm sad her name didn't change. I'm just saying, if she's gonna ask us to call her that, the name should have updated. Well, at least I'm finally getting to moving around and stuff. I am... Ooh, Lino Hana is here. Dawn servant Wilclamont. Oh, she was marvelous up there, wasn't she? I simply wept for joy. Well, since I made it to the capital, I'm glad to find it so lively. Oh, Hakali. Tacos are delicious. They're no doubt even tastier if topped with reeds. I'm waiting for it. I'm hoping this is voice. That would be hilarious. Servant Wilclamont. Words cannot well express the profound joy your ascension has brought me. No need for formalities. I'm still the same old me. Alright then. I shall forego formalities. But I cannot. Here in the Dawn Servant, too disrespectful it is to address you without your due title. As a Dawn Servant, I'm ordering you to not bother with formalities. Alright then, I won't bother anymore. I could have more easily conversed with a drunken alpaca. Thank you for helping Wilclamont become Dawn Servant, Lucia. Opinions in our community may have been divided, but a Dawn Servant's decision presents us all with a prime opportunity, which is why I convinced everyone to participate in a commemorative sales campaign. Wonderful plan. No, my first big undertaking as a merchant. I like the sign of a sale, so long as I'm not persuaded to buy too much. Good to see you all again. I wanted to personally thank each of you for your help. Feat of Reeds and the Feat of Gold were my first true tests as a claimant. If not for your guidance, I would have failed the rite of succession before I fully understood its importance. Now that you've given me a taste of celebrating culture, I can't wait to see what else Tuliolo has to offer. In Zaktoral, for instance. As always, you must observe proper etiquette. I would be happy to offer my services as a tutor should you desire them. Think of no better instructor. You should bring Kona as well. Your duties as Dawn Servant will be fruitful, but don't forget your promise to attend Ihihana next season. Eventually that man is going to lose his head if he keeps it up. Yeah, but it's going to be because he keeps bowing too much, it's just going to kind of fall off. Of course, I wouldn't miss it. When I've made a name for myself as a merchant, I'll come by the palace and tell you about my biggest sales. I look forward to it. I would, but I have been personally attending to your alpaca's care. Dare we hope to see you at the ranch again? And my fluffy, spit-filled friend that Wilclamont will visit soon. Anyway, you'll have to excuse this. Oh, you haven't seen Fontaine around here, have you? A tall, slim fellow with pointy ears? A man matching that description by the weapons dealer in Bayside Bevy. Company of a moblin and a pair of yolk boy, if I remember correctly. Ah, Bayside Bevy, got it. Enjoy the festivities, everyone, and the tacos. Honestly, I'm surprised I haven't made a Hrothgar, just because they really do remind me of the of Kimari and the I can't remember what the name of the clan from 10, but it was actually probably my favorite part of the storyline up to that point. Like, was like Kimari and his people. Ronzo, thank you, Bagels. God, he's fucking ginormous. You just walk by and just see Gerfler just hanging out. Oh, you weren't kidding, Bongos, about the 2 hours of cutscene. Dawn Servant, Lucia, you honor us with your presence. Thank you for coming, everyone. I know the journey to Tuliala isn't a short one. Long road worth the travel to congratulate new Dawn Servants. To hear the head of reason has passed brings me sorrow, but we who remember him will ensure he lives on. May the accolades of this day be as offerings to the future he envisioned. High Luminary and I attend on behalf of Warlord's Echo. Had our people come in mass, we would have been an obstruction. Honestly, I was thinking that, like, I was just like, man, Gerfurler is like the name of like the final form of like some sort of like lizard Pokemon. Constance, you're always welcome. All of you. This is your city as much as anyone's. I'm glad to see you hail and whole, Lucia. Though I know little of the particulars, I can only imagine your latest adventure has been both long and colorful. And it's been long. I wouldn't say colorful. Like, didn't, you know, aside from a couple of dungeons and one slap fight with a ghost of Gulu Jaja, I haven't. Oh, and a fight with a actual Galu Jaja. I haven't done anything. This goes back to my like point about the story, though. Like, it really does feel like you're playing the mentor role, rather than playing just the straight like adventurer / hero we've done up to this point. It's like you have reached pinnacle peak. You might not like it, but that tiny yellow Lalafell is peak performance. How do you proceed from here? Well, you don't. You go on your next adventure. It's just, you move on. You're not planning on becoming queen of, like, Eorzea. You're not planning on uniting all the peoples of Eorzea, because that's just never worked out. You're just an adventurer. You are here for the journey, and you're just on your next one. I really hope Wilclamont does not ask me to take a job, because it's like, I mean, it sets it up, sure, for you to be tied down to this region for a while, but, like, I don't know, I just don't want it to be. Because cowards refuse to give me the throne. I'm just saying, I could take all 3 promises on. Good living is secure. The village overflows with feel smiles. Such cooperation between help hands and Potsworn is the very spirit of a healthy pot pack. Partnership like yours is bound to be fruitful. I look forward to seeing the fantastic pieces you produce. Like, every character has to stop and look down at Lucia. There's not a character that does not at least look directly at her. There's no one who looks up at her. Unless she happens to be standing on a particularly high rock. There are some people, other people I'd like to see, so we should take our leave. Let's find Hunmu Rock. Zabra Rex, I believe I saw him on the sands below. The Gleam Sands, thank you. Enjoy time in the city, and remember, this will always be your home. I just want to point out, I have been here for 95 quest levels. We have still not accomplished tacos. We have accomplished Zebrut Ra, which looks like a taco, but it's not actually tacos, and therefore I have not, and I didn't get to enjoy it, I just got to cook it. I just want to point this out. You honor us with a personal visit, Dawn Servant. Congratulations upon your ascension. No, none of that. My title may have changed, but I'm still just Wook Lamont. More than just, I'd say. You've grown into a leader fit for this nation. Your father must be proud. I hope so. And big events will make me wonder, you know, what my birth parents might say if they knew. I imagine they would say it fills their hearts with joy to see the strong, compassionate woman you have become. I owe my thanks to you as well for fulfilling your promise to me. I'm very good at promise keeping. Also murder. Those do go hand in hand. If I can't keep a promise, I can make sure that that person doesn't realize the promise was no longer kept. I mean, what? I told Baku Jaja to stay with us so we could all congratulate you in person, but he marched off muttering something about not being able to face you just yet. Avoiding his purpose beyond catering to the demands of others. He's always been too obliging for his own good. I'm sure he'll find it in his own time, especially if he knows his family is there for him. That we are. By the by, have you seen Kettenram anywhere? Or Pankwa, that is? Kettenram, was it? Strong name. It was a bit exotic. We called upon him before leaving Momok, but he wasn't at home. I don't recall seeing him at the ceremony either. First Promise was notably absent as well, though I assume he required time to salve his injured pride. Everyone thought he'd be the one to succeed Pafakapa. My victory must have come as quite a shock to him. As for Tunkwa, I'm sure he's around here somewhere, or ready to appear when we least expect him. We'd best be going, but relax, enjoy, and make yourselves at home, and come visit us anytime. Alright, I think I found everyone I could find. Let's return to the others in the Winged Walk. If you're curious, no, I still have not done my quest line. I'm gonna my role quest lines. I'm gonna hold up, like I tend to do with those. I tend to hold them off and kind of binge them all at once as best as possible. Mainly because I found it more enjoyable in Shadowbringers after I leveled up all the 3 other roles I didn't do at the time. I did the tank one as I was doing it, and I felt like it was a little lacking because of the way I did it. But don't worry, I have to do my role quests, and when I get there I will do probably the tank and healer role quest back to back. Maybe the melee one if there's 5 different ones, if I manage to get Reaper up during my spare time. I just have to convince somebody else other than me to become a healer or tank for quick queues. Yeah. I do need to do my queues tomorrow morning. I gotta get up early tomorrow so I can make sure I go to bed early probably get up early tomorrow and just like run on my queues. But I'm about as ready as I think I can be for my vacation. I mean, I have to pack still, but like tried to make Rogue Trader work on my laptop, and it works, but it's laggy as hell. I really need a new travel gaming laptop. As it stands, this laptop might end up actually staying home. I'm not sure I want to bring it or not. But I got Dark Souls on the Switch and Pokemon Violet I still have to go finish, so I've got some fun stuff to do in the meantime, and I've got I'm gonna bring my tablet to do some writing and plot the I'll probably bring my laptop for writing actually, because I do have to plot the Cozy Tato one-shot and potential Cozy Tato campaign. Welcome back. I hope you didn't rush on our account. Kyle, it was like midday when I left, and it is night when I've returned. I didn't rush at all.
Seen everyone you wanted to see?
I have. Sorry for keeping you all. Now, there's just one last matter. What Kona spoke to you about. I'm sure he made it abundantly clear, but I'm completely serious. I want you to stay in Tuliyola with me.
You're asking a wandering adventurer to stay in Tuliolo. I go where the wind blows, lady.
I'm not forcing you, of course. But should you wish it, you'll always have a place here.
Maybe I can make it for my retirement home. I like having a beachfront property.
Ah, that's right. This is for you. A permit granting passage to Shaktural, which, as I recall, you've yet to see. An adventurer like you could hardly resist, no?
Damn her, she knows how to keep me here.
I can't believe our journey is over already.
I don't think so. You still have to go to the northern section. You still have to understand what brings those people together.
You accepted me as a comrade and stood with me to the end. You have my eternal gratitude. Thank you. Well, I had better get going. I need to start learning all my official Dawn servant duties. I'll be sure to share what my old man says about the Golden City too, once he tells me. Till then, feel free to pass the time as you like.
For now, I will remain in Tural. There's someone I'd like to see before returning to Sharlayan.
What about the rest of you?
Alize and I also intend to remain a while longer. As educational as this experience has been thus far, we feel there are even more lessons to be had for Garlemald. By hearing about the peace your father facilitated, and then seeing you reforge relations with Mamook, we were reminded of a profound truth. That is, acceptance begins with understanding.
And, like you demonstrated throughout the rite, there are unexpected yet effective ways for two sides to understand each other. The question is how to encourage it, and by seeing more of this nation born of unity, we hope to find some hints.
Personally, I can hardly wait to learn more about the City of Gold. So, if I may, I'd like to stay in Tuliyola as well.
By all means, your rooms are at your disposal for as long as you need them.
I'm going back to Eorzea. Okay, bye.
Thinking of touring Shaktural, perhaps?
Nah, I'm going back to Eorzea. Later, bitches. I literally can say I'm undecided. I'm not sure. Oh god. Oh. Nah, it's part of the adventure.
You're hardly the type to leave half a continent unexplored.
Then perhaps we could travel together? The person I intend to meet is my mentor, so I'll be visiting my hometown in Shaktural. If you have no particular destination in mind, I'd be happy to guide you en route.
Sure, Annabelle. I'm glad to have the second half of the story be yours. Maybe I'll get more adventure screen time.
Farewell for now. Take care, all of you.
Well, if we're going after his mentor, we're probably going after trouble, if I'm being honest. So that's just, I mean, to be fair, we just go where the plot goes. All right, well, hope you guys enjoyed Dawn Trail. That was the adventure. We'll see Arnvel at the 7.x storyline. No, that was not it. That was the joke. That's the joke. That was not, in fact, the end. I was being an asshole.
Friends to the end, you hear me? Friends to the end!
This was not, in fact, the end of the storyline. I am only at level 95. The quest does go up to 100. You always know when you're at the end of the story because the last quest is named after the expansion title. So, like, the last quest of the story in A Realm Reborn, when you get there, Contagion is called A Realm Reborn. When you do the quest line for Heavensward, the last quest line of the 3.0 storyline is called You came to give me tacos. I was not expecting that. Thank you for cheering me up, Mongos. Oh god. Oh, and speaking of which, I do need to go sell and vendor some shit. We're gonna dump all this into saddlebags for now. Yeah, I am going to take some time to do some inventory stuff, and then we're going to start the next part of the storyline. I do need to run to the bathroom real quick, and then we'll continue that, so give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Gotta drop a couple items off in my box. Just right click here, I can go straight to my room. Thank you. I don't know. I don't remember where they're down. Here we go. Cool. All right. They have gone their own way for the moment. I'm selling a bunch of stuff I'm not gonna use. I turn it in for seals. You can turn in armor you don't get in dungeon for seals. You can use to buy the stuff that I had just bought. This is gonna be a really annoying noise. Yeah, I'm not using it. It's like a katana and more like a rapier. I forgot I got every item from the 85 dungeon because everybody passed on it but me. Jeez. I exchanged it for stuff to help me level my crafters, and then once I maxed out on those, I exchange it for glamour prisms and other stuff that I don't want to spend money on. And a lot of potatoes. Oh yeah, I'm one of them. 4.
Potato.
Look, it's the not juniper sour. Alright, back to the story. I swapped it out for a different thing. Now let's use problem. You get this instead.
Like a bug.
It's not a bug, it's the Great Serpent in your shell. Respect its name. Mean when it's not. Alright, time to continue the story for realsies this time. We should be getting towards the end of the cutscenes. No, it's Necro. Adorable picture match outfit though. Green hair really sells it. Past these gates and over the bridge lies Zaktorol. You have a permit, yes, packed and ready. No last minute stops before we leave. Forgive me, I'm afraid I'm traveling. I'm afraid traveling with our new dancer may have scarred me for life. I'm perfectly okay walking on my own terms, Aaronvel, but thank you for being concerned. God damn it, another cutscene. Meanwhile, in the depths of the sky deep Sinope. I knew he wasn't going to just, like, up and walk away. Not really going to work unless you have all the gemstones. And he somehow lost all 7. I mean, he could have gotten them off of Kintanmon. But I mean, that's not the only thing protecting the City of Gold. There's literally, like, a hole in the door that just hasn't been opened yet. Smile. This is the gate to the Golden City. 2 decades ago, your father bade me transcribe a letter to a scholar across the salt, petitioning the study of this place. I've seen it with me here. I haven't seen it with these 2 asshats here. But he discovered it was something the Dawn Servant feared enough to seal away forever. Or so we thought until the right subjective became the City of Gold. But to think that Tanqua would be entrusted with its safekeeping. Had I known the doddering old fool carried a set of keystones, we might have been spared ourselves those tiresome feats. I don't think that would matter. Great power sleeps here, and with it you shall obtain your birthright. So you say, yet the new Dawn Servant succeeded where I could not. Taking the throne will be no easy task. Resilient son underestimates his own potential. There's no need for worry. I have liberated the key from the Dawn Servant's vault. You alone have the means to unlock the gate. You will gain all you were denied. The right your father shade, these bitter memories shall soon be forgotten. Use your fortune, promise, open the gate and become the ruler you were destined to be. It's working! There's some there? Can you hear me? At last. Who's there? Show yourself. If only I could. Alas, this gate will not open for me. Only the key in your possession can connect us. I've made mistakes in my life. Then you are the guardian of the city's great power. I do not claim that power is great, but the knowledge I possess is enough to realize any desire to remake worlds. That's so. Oh my god, it's the first time he's smiled. Also, the first time we finally see that he's going to be the villain for the arc. Yay! Fascinating. Giving me a price for my desire is the world itself. Yes, there's a sunrises. Together we shall create a nation worthy of our rule. Why? You mean my role? Look, we're not doing Fs in chat. Sarulja does not deserve Fs in chat. The useless tool is cast aside. Deliver me a new world, one that bends to my will. As you wish, but in exchange. Got an orchestrion there in there somewhere. It betrayed Fucknuck at 9,000. Yeah, look, if I can't have Bakujaja's head on a pike, I can at least have Zaruja being dead and not Jafaring it up over here. Get underway. Present your travel pass to the garden. Let us be off. You won't have to wait long to enjoy sightseeing. The bridge of Zaktoral is a wonder of its own right. Ma'am, I wish to leave. Does with expensive the Dawn Servants. Here we go. Signed by Val Wooklamat herself. My apologies, miss, if you would wait here just a moment. Ah, you know what? I should have put on my armor because I'm going to a new region. Open the gates! They're all covered in spikes. Close the gates! You're running the marks of Slanesh. Open the gate a little. No! Ooh, foggy.
Shall we then?
I'm gonna leave for 5 minutes and everything in Turiala is gonna go to shit. Oddly enough, I might be the only one that could stop the kind of power that seemed to be implied as the only person on the planet who has access to creation magic. Danalan, is that you?
On the far side of that great bridge unfolded the wilds of Shaloni, where the sun guides in the Shitonatam. A harsh guide, to be sure, with its blazing rays scorching the land and hardening its inhabitants. But sweeping change had come to the arid expanse when, beneath its red crust, vast deposits of ceruleum were discovered. Embracing this opportunity, Vau Kona supporters hurtle on, driven by dreams of a future illuminated by blue flame. It is here that our journey continues, our path taking us along winding roads of steel. Each length of track a declaration of hope and ambition.
Doesn't seem particularly sunny to me. Just saying.
My home, Yasulani, lies past Shaloni. It will be a long journey, but the railroad should make it easier.
I'm just here for the ride, friend.
As for the way to the train station, let's ride these fellows, shall we?
Everybody's got a water buffalo. Yours is swift, mine is slow. Where we get them, I don't know, but everybody's got a water buffalo. Woo! Oh. You are not telling me I can't go change armors. I'm gonna go all the way back here just to go equip my armor and come back. I can't ruin one. It's got 69 people in it. Alright, I can go back. And I wanted to roleplay for 5 seconds and ruined by the fact that I can't, I mean, I have my own mount. Sun-baked stable. On Ronan Nick. Great, so if one else advice, I'll have a creature ready and waiting. If you need two, then you'll have to wait. Everyone like I've been acting strangely of late, more easily spooked and otherwise disagreeable, picking out the few fit to written's proven bothersome work. Usually so docile, the ones I saw earlier didn't appear to be unhealthy either, but much has changed since the last I was. Not the best start to our journey. Still, the train station isn't far, so I guess we aren't in a hurry. Let's go on foot. Not that, sir. It's well traveled as you look. It's not the only road. Other wildlife have shown signs of aggression too. A merchant should be returning soon with one of our beasts. Stick around till they do. See both on a Roanoke for safe travel. My offer's supposed to appreciate, but I don't think my friend here is particularly concerned about the wildlife. I brought a big knife. But the Roanoke caravel. The Roanoke. I have no idea how to say that, so I'm going to continue calling it after Virginia Town. I understand your enthusiasm. It'd be a shame not to ride one at least once. You're here. Fair point. To give you the authentic Chaloni experience, I suppose it'll worth the wait. Hey, change of plans. There's a small town nearby. We can pass the time there while we're waiting. Take it you heading over to Husutari then? I'll have a man bring the Roanoke over there. Just find yourself around the drunkards and troublemakers, eh? And I don't have to worry about it. As long as they mind themselves around the murderer. I mean, traveling adventurer, what doth see much lands. And murder. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh, you fucking assholes. Oh, maybe I could jump. Oh, fuck you guys. Oh, there's stairs. Don't see an arrow out. I swear, every time I see a reference to a Kingdom Hearts character, they're always buns or cat boys. Like, you think they would pick here or like Lalafell, considering how like and tiny the characters are. Time I was here, it was a little more than a camp with a shop or three.
Well, well. It's become a proper town.
Now hold on a minute.
Some sort of trouble.
Welcome to America. Welcome to specifically Texas, America. Look, they even brought guns.
I'm talking to you, you old bastard.
Give me strength. For the last time, the investigation is closed. There's no refuting the evidence.
I don't give a shit about your evidence, you lying scum. You release my friends, or I'll make you wish you had.
Let me remind you who the scum is here. Your friends, who had the temerity to point their firearms at me, the deputy chief of the Dust Watch. And after taking them into custody, what should we discover but incontrovertible proof that they had committed larceny? They will not be released until they've paid for their crimes.
I'd heard the peacekeeping force had been formed to deal with growing lawlessness. Seems the situation is bad indeed.
Still can't get up a fuss, eh? Sounds like poor Zekua needs his bottle.
Sure he wouldn't prefer his mama's teat? Treat me like a child, will you? My friends haven't done anything wrong, damn it! They've been framed!
Oh, stubborn little runt. Listen here, Zekua. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you'd best comport yourself like one. That means respecting the rule of law. Order may be precarious here in Shaloni, but it can be had if each man does the right thing. And for those that don't, well, they have to answer to the Dust Watch.
I have a feeling the Dust Watch are going to be the bad guys
Now,
here.
run along and think before you cast aspersions next time.
Because this one has anime protagonist look, and this one looks like an asshole.
You hurt my feelings.
I'll hurt your feelings. I'll hurt several parts of you on the way to getting to your head.
That's how it's gonna be.
You're gonna point a gun and get shot.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Estinian! Zezergunjun.
Is that?
There's a time to fight and a time to withdraw. For you, that's now.
What?
Hey!
Doing, Zekua. You better not be stirring up trouble.
Wahute, you sack of Ronek shit!
You want to tell me what that was about?
Nothing that need concern you, sir. Zekoa is simply struggling to come to terms with the low character of his friends. But for good measure, I'll have the men keep an eye on him.
Yes, you do that.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go make my rounds.
He's in his casual wear.
Expecting to see your faces among the crowd.
I'm on an adventure.
Talk is rife. There's a new Dawn servant. Take it you found it then. The Golden City.
Yeah, I found the door.
Aye, the contest is over. And as I needed to return home to Yasulani, I offered to show our friends some of Shaktural. What brings you north?
Nothing in particular. Just seeing what there is to see.
Going wherever the wind blows, eh?
Gulul Jaja compensated me rather generously for our duel. I'll be able to enjoy a comfortable life on the road for the foreseeable future. But for now, I shall be moving on. Oh, by the way, I recommend you try the Sabatender. They may not look it. They're surprisingly delicious.
But we don't serve Sabotender here.
It's just like slightly concerned face. Like, yeah, I know how he got that Sabatenda. Set out to be running. At least no one was hurt. Just Watch has their work cut out for them for as long as I can remember that all disputes, big and small, were settled by dueling. The people of Shaloni rarely saw eye to eye, and for better or worse, it was the simplest way to settle differences. Since most would sooner not risk their lives, though, and encourage parties to pursue peaceful resolutions in a roundabout fashion, the Dust Watch was likely established by supporters of Kona, preferring peace be enforced through the formal rule of law. A reasonable stance, all things considered. If things ever got out of hand, the Lands Guard would be forced to step in. What freedom they have now would be lost under Zorulja's authority. Which is to say, unless a lengthy stay in a jailhouse appeals to you, be mindful how you handle your arms in town. Man, that would require them to have to be able to hold me in a jail. You'd like to see the Sable Man has arrived for the Roanoke by now. And uncheck. If you'll still want to have a look around, then be my guest. Come and find me when you've had your fill. Message. Okay, that's just a shadow from the thing. You've yeed your last ha. We'll see if that's yet to be proven, though. I do have a level 90 gun. Both in sword form and in gun form. Zekoa doesn't do anything reckless. Who are you looking at? Well, he's gonna go do something reckless. And by going to, I mean already done. You feed your last yaw. I do actually need to hit up the air bot. My friend, I take it. Sorry to keep you both waiting. Unruly wildlife's not the only source of reason to stress, I'm afraid. Also been a rise in robberies target merchants. As a result, we've got a lengthy list of folks wanting to use our Roanoke. It is why I have to ask you to stop at Sheshinwazi Springs. That's fine, of course, but why have the Dustwatch dealt with this bandit for you? Kameka and his fellows are doing what they can, but they reckon the bandits are operating as a gang. Rounding them all up's easier said than done. If you have anything of value, you'll want to take care. Thank you for the warning. Be sure to stay vigilant. I'll see you on your way. Why did mine suddenly shrink? This is your first time, I take it. So let's take it. Take care not to let it toss you. Struck by how much Shaloni has changed. And we just visited, it wasn't even here several years ago. I get the baby. With few reliable opportunities to replenish water supplies, travelers turn to Napalantes. Not just the water in their stems, though. Their fruit are also said to be both nutritious and delicious. See that hole? Some might hope to find water there, but it's brimming with cerulean. The eruption of flames from within make for a spectacle, find cautionary tales of people who wander too close. The Wallachwi, meanwhile, show great reference to cerulean and its blue flames. But that is a discussion for another time. We're here. Good thing for these Roanoke. Do I have a follower? If we dismount, then the next passengers are already on their way. Really are short on Roanoke. Roanoke. Now then. This is Sheshinwazi Springs. Sheshinwazi Springs. Perhaps the busiest town here in Shaloni. People travel here all over hoping to find their fortune. Change come to Hishwashin was surprisingly enough, but this is no less impressive. They've achieved a great deal in the 3 years I've been away. The station is on the eastern side of town, but there should still be time before the next train departs. If you don't mind, I'd like to pay a visit to an old friend of my mentor. Yate is her name, and she learned that I passed through without saying a word. She never let me hear the end of it. She set out from our village some 10 years ago, hoping to earn coin as she traveled about Taral. I can but assume she too came here seeking greater opportunities. Okay, so let's see if we can find her. Her blue hair should make her easy to spot. Alright, I found her. No, wait. Nope. That was just me. My bad. Just like let me lay down and die, traveler. Stop and talk for a while, would you? Give me something to get all the dreams out my head. Me? I'm the lucky lady who gets to call herself Saba. It's... Me Me, I'm the lucky lady who gets to call herself Sawbones around here. Great place to practice your craft, what with all the heavy machinery and heavy drinking. Oh, and who can't forget the cerulean? If folks aren't getting themselves a light with it, they're mixing up with their flask and gulping it down. Or both when they want to get fancy. Yep, every day it's busy in the springs. That's horrifying. Yeah, it's just weird that I just know people's names. Yeah, you just gotta give that, like, moonshine a little extra kick with some, just a tiny bit more, just a tiny, shot of, alcohol. Yes, I am Mayate, and who might you be? Jesus, my friend. Iffy? Goodness, it is. Erinville, yes. Man grown, you were such a darling little thing as a child. You know, it's only been 3 years since we last spoke. Really? Only 3? I suppose it all starts to get hazy after a while, living as long as we do. Oh, this is Ayet. She's known my mentor since they were children. I didn't know Vera were particularly long-lived. Nice to meet you. I see the day when you travel with company. You really have grown, Ellen Shippie. Is that what they call you here? Alright. I was born Ellen Shippie. I adopted a new name when I became a gleaner, one that adheres to Eastern Viera conventions so as to avoid drawing attention. Really? I know Elizin aren't Tolkien elf level long-lived, but I do think they're supposed to be particularly long-lived. It's why them and the dragons have a particularly sore spot about the Dragon Song War for a while, because both sides remember for long times. I don't think Lalafell, Tior, or Rogadin are particularly long-lived. Longer than average human lifespan at any rate. Given that this is a homecoming, it's only a matter of time before you found out. Nevertheless, I'd appreciate if you continue using my chosen name. I will be giving you shit for the next 5 levels of quests. Homecoming. Now, I've been thinking of paying the old stamping grounds a visit myself. It would be good to see Kahui again. He's the finest archer I know. Ellen Shippie is mother and mentor. Every time I drop by, she treated us to a veritable feast prepared with fresh game she hunted herself. You were impressive with the bow too, Ayata, even among the Chitona. Oh, I couldn't compare to Kasui. But her skill at arms pales in comparison to her knowledge of nature. That's what earned her a place among Galu Jaja's traveling companions, after all. Why are you acting surprised, Lucia? You knew that this... like, we knew this was a thing. Gotcha. But here are basic humans. Elizin are fair deer longer, and Viera are equal basic, ancient, unaging beings. She was not an inquisitive sort, but her journey across Tural lit a fire in her. Even after Ellen Shippie was born, she often left him in my care so that she could embark on another expedition in search of the unknown. That why you refer to her as mentor instead of mother? Oh, how you would cry and beg her to take you along. It must have been hard on you. Please. What? We're all friends here, aren't we? No matter how many times he asked, the answer was always the same. You can come when you've proved you're a true explorer. Thus did she task me with finding the Golden City. Despite my best efforts, all past let nowhere. Assumed it was but a dreamer's fancy, a ploy to goad me into experiencing the wider world. But it was real, and we found it. You found it? As a part of the rite of succession, I assumed everyone had heard. Amazing. Oh, she'll be thrilled. And eager to bombard me with questions, no doubt. Well, we should be on our way. Thank you so much for stopping by. Give my best to Kashwi. Help! I need help! He'll investigate. Please wait here. I know these are the infamous local bandits. Oh, Namika. Oh. Oh, you guys. Oh, you fuckers just picked the wrong... Let's slit her throat here from here. I'm gonna just nick her skin. You won't live to regret it. Yeah? Hold on. Did he say Waklavats? Nursemaid? Maybe this ain't such a good idea. Get the goods to the boss, we'll deal with this. The red outfit that every, like, person not important wears. I'll go after Namika. This lot I leave to you. Yep, you have fun. Bastard, I'll hang him by his ears and feed the old woman to the dogs. The standard red shirt outfit. We can deal with them later. First, we need to put this one in the dirt. You did not bring nearly enough people for this fight. Oh, buddy, you brought, like, about 10 times as few people as you should have brought for this fight. Oh man, I blinked, what happened? To be fair, I did just go ham on a biscuit, but I blinked, what happened? Wait, that... Did I just get a combo? Hold on. Hold on. Wait, hold on. I guess I am 96. Enhanced Delirium. Okay. So if I use Delirium, my skills are improved. That's cool. The outfit is in spoilers. Okay. I'll be in bed for me. What did we clip? Alright, one of, what, 50 fates done? Yay! Thank you. I don't know what I would have done without you. I hadn't managed to get away, but I have no idea of where they headed. You said they stole something from you? The bracelet. It was a parting gift from Wooklamont. I see. Closest you two were, I can only imagine how much it meant to you. You see all this way. With the right of succession in it, Wooklamont crowned the next effort. She is ready to stand on her own. I told her as much in my plans to return home to Yusalani. Gave me the bracelet that I might always remember our time together. Filled me with such joy. I wanted everyone to know, everyone to see this wonderful gift given to me by the Vower of Resolve. And now it's gone. Would have let them take every coin to my name, only they left me with that bracelet. Harville, can I go commit a murder? Or 12? I would ask you to what you intend to do, but I know that look. You're getting that bracelet back. Please, you mustn't put yourself in harm's way for my sake. I can assure you, no harm will come to us. Lucia will make certain of that. Understand your methods can be brutal, but it would be wise to show some restraint, lest you find yourself on the wrong side of the law. That should come as well, to be sure all proceeds as it should. Man, you know, this is why Aaronville's actually here with me. He's got to be my babysitter to make sure that the number of murders in the local area stays low. But as long as I am in this area, the number of murders will never be 0.
Look at Lucia over there, looking like a potato.
Yeah, this potato's about to go commit crime.
I don't like that.
For anything else, let's see her back to Shiznui Springs. She'll be safer in town, and with the Ayat there to keep an eye on her, we should have nothing to worry about. Thank you, both of you. Lucia always struts. He's tiny. About to steal a lot of people's kneecaps.
Oh.
Listen, Lucia's very small. If she wants to make a point, she's got to start at the legs. Work her way up. Let me just move over here and then I can click in real quick. Yeah, I actually have a monitor on my pro. It's gone now though. Alright. I'll be right back, guys. 1 second. They'll tell me what happened. You need to worry about Namika. If those bandits should find us, I'll kick up a fuss and see them drifting off. The bracelet meant everything to her, and those bastards wouldn't care, even if they knew. Makes me sick. But at least she's safe, and I know you'll set things right. His composed demeanor belays his eagerness to help Namika. Let's go recover that bracelet. While I have nothing but contempt for these bandits, this involves a gift from Wook Lamont. We must be mindful how our actions might reflect upon her. Doubt Namika would find joy in the return of said gift if lives were taken in the process. If it comes to violence, I ask you stop short of killing them. Aaron and Phil. Nothing ever allows me to have any fun. This we can leave to the Dusk Watch. Oh no, that makes me think you're strong, really strong, are you? I may have saved the star on one occasion. You saved the star? That's a bold claim to make. But if true, that certainly speaks to your strength. Your curiosity has been sated, then please indulge mine. Is there any tell us about these bandits? Let's see. Well, of late there's been talk about some unsavory types coming and going Tono Timwa to the southwest. Is that the only mining town that was abandoned? That's the one. Now that there's cerulean attractions, a big business, no one wants to waste their time picking up the dried up veins there. Perfect layer for bandits, not to mention that the one with the bracelet fed in that direction. You'll be investigating the place? I can let Duskwatch know if you like. Let him know later. No, not yet. It would be best if we went alone. Something I'd like to ascertain if you've no objections. Right then, let's be off. See, he's still... Aaronville is still allowing me to have some fun. I'm just not allowed to go, you know, hog wild. Unfortunately. Random cerulean elementals. Is that Magitech over there? It's just a random ass fucking monster, alright. I have to go up on this cliff. I have small legs. And a small chocobo that can't fly yet. They're angry rocks. They are just vibing. It seems the bandits have claimed this place for themselves. They've made no attempt to conceal their presence. How can the Dust Watch have not noticed by now? Question for another time. First, we find the bracelet. I don't see the bandit who had it. Perhaps they're in one of the buildings. Ramshackle as they are, it should prove simple to eavesdrop on anyone inside. If you would go and have a look, I'll keep watch for trouble. You have gunslinger, sword slinger, axe slinger. I am a potato slinger. Gonna pick up voices and muffled chatter. Don't know where we'd be without him, probably shoveling sand, praying we strike it rich. That's the truth, only an idiot would work the mines with easier money to be had. Now, not when we've got a boss who can get the dust watch off our backs, huh? Hey, watch what you say. The wind's got a way of carrying secrets to the wrong ears. You said, but who'd ever believe one of them sainted souls was running our crew? Drunk who bought your story about the gold shitting of Haka, am I right? Oh no! The guy who probably was pulling some fucking bullshit earlier is running a gang. Who'd have fucking thought? No. Are we throwing hands? I'm gonna save using some full power against you so you get like only a little bit of fun. This is true. There were several legions and legionaries with second-hand and third-hand PTSD from the shit we did at Castrum and Praetorium. To be fair, half of the things that went wrong terribly at Praetorium had nothing to do with us. And for that other half, I have no regrets. Thought I clipped that. Let me out of here, you bastard. Shut your mouth, you sniveling brat. Beg me, I'll get you all back for framing my friends. The vulture most of all. You tell him he can eat shit. How about we give you a chance to tell him yourself? We'll see how tough you are then. Ah, shit. Looks like I've got to commit a murder. Or 4. Erase it maybe in this building. Have a listen, see what you can find. Oh no, here I go committing a couple murders again. Whoever would have thought. I brought back the prize. You're gonna love it, boss. Look at this bracelet. Beautiful, ain't it? But it was made by a famous artisan. You idiot. Are we supposed to move something like this without attracting attention? Boss, please. Reckon we can find a sailor who won't ask questions, sell it for the song. Here, your reward. And don't bring me this kind of grief again. I won't, boss. Thank you. Can I show you? Let's retreat for now. If it's required. So were you able to learn anything? Yeah, they kidnapped the boy. These guys are some assholes that have the dust watch out their back, and I'm gonna have to go kill a boss. Hey, leader's a man of the dust watch? I would explain why these bandits have been able to do as they please, and you say they have much. Seems we have a work cut out for us. Anything else of note? Oh yeah, they kidnapped the kid. Sekuwa, the boy who confronted one of the officers in town, isn't it? You say they threatened to take him to speak with the vulture, their leader's alias, no doubt. For a man who preys on the helpless. Well then, not only do we have a better idea who's behind the recent rash of robberies, but we also know he has the bracelet. Keeping it without bloodshed will prove difficult, though. He's that quick to point a gun at his own underling. I'll storm their hideout. I can take them. The retrofosh may have served you well in the past, but it won't suffice here. OET is the chief deputy of Dustwatch, he could claim that we're the criminals in all this, and few people would believe him. I might have a plan. A small settlement to the southeast of here. That is a word that I am not pronouncing. Meet me there and I'll explain everything. Yo, I think you just cussed out my mama. Also, I'm just saying, Arenville. He can't twist the story if he's 6 feet underground. Think about it. Get back to me. Guys, I don't think he's gonna go for my plan. Very subdued tone make me sleepy. If you freeze the bracelet without conflict, it won't be done barging in through the front door. We'll have to lure him out. To do that, we'll have to avail ourselves of a Yahehese, dragon-like creature that lives in southwest of here. Their breeding season, you see, and the males will flock to the scent of a female and hate. A few agreements and a sample of their feces, I can create an attractant that resembles the scent when burned. And lure it to the advantage out flushing out the vulture and his gang. Then while they're content with our flying friends, we can sneak in and search for the bracelet. Rita must ask you to collect the excrement. While you see to that, I will go and procure the remaining ingredients. Thanks! And before you say anything, I did not ask this because of any aversion to feces. It would simply be easier for me to find specific species of wild plants we require. You'll take these 3 patches and see them filled. Arenville telling me my plan is shit by making me collect shit. That asshole.
You should be nice.
That asshole.
Bagels, tell Lucia to be nice.
I want you to remind you, he just told me to go collect poop. Like, not figuratively. He literally told me to go do that.
That's gross. Out.
Good night. Great. Also, you're pterodactyl, not really dragons. Da, da, da. Damn, I didn't even get through the full combo. I was saying earlier, Bloodspiller needed a new part of its rotation. I kind of wish that combo was just there all the time. Like, maybe Delirium has an enhanced version, and then, but if I fill up the blood gauge to say like 80, I get a three hit combo. That would be nice. Yeah, because I get Reprisal and Enhanced Shadow, which gives me some extra skills come the max level. I'll just see what impalement looks like in a second. Unfortunately. It's left to also a mix of feces with a tumble crow claw, fibers, dried nipple tender root, and a generous helping of animal fat. Man, at least you're getting under 10,000 steps, huh? Probably got in about 8,000 today. God damn it. Keep trying to like answer messages while I'm running. The game's like, nah. The direct approach won't work. The direct approach won't work. We're just gonna get an orgy of freaking pterodactyls over here. Yeah, your planet's so much better. Lucius, that like murder hobo character, is like, when am I gonna get a chance to actually commit terrible crimes? If you guys decide now's our chance, I'll keep watch out here. The attractant I leave to you. Sit into the bonfire near the middle of town. We'll come soon after. Thanks. That's the smell. What did you put in the fire? This isn't me, I swear. Did something die? Someone want to explain that ungodly stench to me? Ah, damn it, he's got the bracelet on him. Us over there. The smoke's what drew them here. I swear when I find out who did this. I say our friends have started up enough trouble time to retrieve the bracelet. You know, this has gone so much better if you let me. Bracelet must wait. Let's break him out and withdraw for now. I'm just saying, Ironvel. We did it your way and it didn't work. You do it my way next and it'll work. All that effort not to show for it. Sorry about that, but damn, I didn't think anybody would have the balls to take on the Vulture. Man, I didn't just have the balls, I was going to, like, take him on and walk away. I was gonna leave this place up burning. Damn, yet another situation that would have been better resolved with direct murder. Yeah, no. For real, though. I need to apologize, we were planning to save you, eventually. Really? I don't even know who you are. Secret virus of mine or something? God, no. I'm just having fun with you. I appreciate your help. This man they called a poacher, I've seen his face before. Was he not the officer you confronted in town? One and the same. When he's not masquerading as a gang leader, he serves as deputy chief of the Dust Watch. Explain why the bandits are so confident they can avoid capture. You're trying to get back something the Vulture stole. Let me help. I skipped you. Hold on. The least I can do after you bailed me out. I have an idea where he hid his cash. Reckon he's headed there now, too. We go together. I got a score to settle with him myself. I don't doubt you do, but we need to know what it is first. Will you tell us? Right, so those bandits in Toyota, they're called the Daybreakers, and it was me and my friends that founded the group. But it wasn't a gang of cutthroats, not back then. We just wanted to protect people who couldn't protect themselves. Kids being harassed by bullies, workers being exploited by mining concerns, folks who needed to help even the odds. God, but do I kind of not care. A few years ago, and whenever we found someone scheming in the shadows, we settled matters the best way we knew how. The duel. I see. By the old laws, anyone who loses a duel must be held accountable for their crimes, even those in positions of authority. We made damn sure they did, every time. Before we knew it, our small band of friends commanded a force to be reckoned with. Then, about a year ago, the Vulture and his thugs showed up. They got the better of us and took over the Daybreakers. I was afraid of him, so they did his bidding without question, but when he showed them how they could make a fortune easily, that was when he really won them over. Now the Daybreakers is nothing but a bunch of bandits and cutthroats who prey on people who it was created to protect. I talked it over with my friends, Hiwakana and Liwani, and we agreed the only way to stop them was to challenge him to a duel, and he accepted. I still remember how he gloated that he won. But when the day came, he showed up with the Death Watch and had my friends arrested on charges of robbery. If it wasn't enough, he set their bail at a price no one could ever hope to pay. With them locked away, there was no one left to help me, none of the old friends from the Daybreakers, and certainly not the Death Watch. So I duel him? Ironvel, look! Legalized murder! And that's why you were ready to challenge him in the middle of town. I was until the guy with the sphere stopped me. Sooner had I stepped out of town that the Vulture's minions caught me by surprise. They took me prisoner, and well, you know the rest. Said the Dust Watch would be of no help. Are they all working for the Vulture then? Oh, not all of them. The sheriff, Kamika, he's as honest as they come, a slash keeper of the peace. Problem is, he's a little too trusting and doesn't suspect the thing. If my word against the deputy chief, who do you think he'd believe? I mean, I don't believe you. I even saw the man. Well, if he knows where this Vulture keeps his spoils, perhaps he can help us recover Namika's presence. What do you think? I'm thinking legalized murder, Aaronville. For what it's worth, I have a plan, but I can't do it all. Plan? I'll ask you to hear me out, but not here. I'll be waiting for you in Shishawinsa. That's somewhere Springs. Yes, we can decide what to do after he gives us the pitch. I say you let me duel him. Ironville, hear me out. Legalized murder. Book Lamont wouldn't like you leaving bodies. She doesn't need to know. Thank God I got in a fight. I get to listen to something that isn't dreary Western music. Here, this is where he hides his loot. I expect he'll show up soon. Stolen goods here seems risky, but I suppose it's an option for someone with his authority. Yeah, he moves the spoils in cerulean barrels and no one would think to look, mixed with the regular shipments of fuel to Tuliole where they're sold off. Said he stole that bracelet of yours, right? He knows you're on his tail, chances are he'll be eager to get what he can for it. But I doubt he'd trust a lackey with that business, given the profits of the peace. No doubt I'll wager he's not letting that bracelet out of his sight till he's got coin in hand. Sure what to make of you, but I'm glad to see you're more than an impulsive child. Well, not my finest hour, I'll admit. But there's a lesson in that. The vulture's a slippery bastard. If we're going to catch him, we need to get him back in the corner with hard evidence. That's my plan. First, we need to lure him away from here over to what would be ideal. For that, I need one of you to help me. This will buy time for others to search the barrels for any go. Shit. I missed a part of it. Using that will expose him for the criminal. There's no way to tell if whoever's carrying the bracelet, but regardless, there'll be time enough to find out if once he's behind bars. But won't he simply feign ignorance? Oh, he'll try that, and that's when I'll challenge him to a duel. A duel? That didn't work out so well for your friends, as I recall. True, but unlike before, I'll be challenging him in front of the whole town. That way he won't be able to wriggle out of it like before. Man, woman, and child of the wilds understands the importance of duels and the outlaws. The deputy chief wouldn't never disgrace himself by refusing. But wouldn't you be breaking the law by using a firearm in town? Not safe for using live rounds, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. What's important is that I get him to duel with as many witnesses as possible. When he loses, and he will lose, that'll be the end of the vulture. The plan is not without flaws, but what do you think? I'm missing an option here, guys. The option that lets me do something? Oh my god, like, for as much as I'm enjoying this story, there's so many times that just over the course of this game that I have just feel like this story has just missed the mark by like a tiny bit. It's like, I say we let Zekoa have his duel. It's like, why don't be like, why don't I duel him? We know I trust that I can win this fucking duel. Yeah, also, why do I have options here? They're just all options. I mean, it's the same thing. So that is an FF14 thing. You'll often get option choices where the options are the same thing said 2 to 3 different ways. Sometimes 4. You get the rare 4th opportunity. My thing is just, why isn't there an opportunity for me to be like, hey, let me have the duel? You know, let me have a chance to participate in the story. So far I have done fucking all for a whole section of the story. Now it's a section where it's just me and Erenville, the non-combat character. and I gotta sit here and let this orange-haired like anime protagonist guy go do a duel for me. It's to give you roleplay. It's the answer. Is the point of having options is just give you roleplay. Let Zakava have his duel. Thanks. Sure, we're lucky running into the two of you. You won't regret this, I promise. Sir, I already regret that I do not have the option to do it myself.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Seriously. Oh god, I am uninterested in the rest of this shit, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, whatever. I'm... There was like 20 more lines of code there, but like, or lines of God, today has been a day. 20 more lines of shit being said that I could not give two fucks about. I'm literally just bum rushing this part of the storyline. I'm really am tired. Really, I gotta walk them all the way the fuck over there? Oh my god. Sorry, I don't mean to be drear. I had a long day of work. I think coming home to kind of do this, it's like... I was joking, kinda, about the not allowed to have murder thing, but seriously... Like, seriously... I just want to participate in the story! Like, that's all I want. Like, I get it. Slow and steady wins the race. You're setting up for another, like, decade of possible storyline telling. But, to be fucking real with you, I couldn't give two shits sometimes about, like, this insignificant character. Yeah, I found big boy. Being off within minutes. If he's not at the next place we stop, I may be forced to do something to you that something you and I would both dearly regret. Please, please have the chutzpah. Have the fucking gall. Pull your gun. I will remove your hand at the elbow. God, you do not understand the amount of fucks I could not give about you right now. If I could already be done with the storyline, we would not be having this discussion. I'm still, like, actively going to the places I don't need to go. Yay, it's just a cutscene. If this is not voice, we're just gonna skip all the way through it, I'm not gonna lie. I'll see yours. Or I'll bury you in the same grave. Goodness me, where could he have gone? Please pick a fight. Please pick a fight. I said I've had it with these games and I've had it with you. Keep begging for the cell by the time I'm done with you. Yeah. Man, wish I could be participating in the story right now.
Wahoote! Finally caught up to me, I see.
It's actually voice acted. And I'm gonna get a drink. You guys enjoy the cutscene.
Well, well, if it isn't our young outlaw. You've taken up stealing, I'm told. Can't say I'm surprised about that, but I am surprised that you'd offer yourself up to be arrested.
Sorry to disappoint, but you're the one who's going to answer for their crimes today.
Hey, that's my jewelry!
And my bag!
So you found the stolen goods. That's fine work.
This barrel was at Shisenuetsi Springs, mixed in with others bound for Tuliyola. The Landsguard would have presumed it part of the regular ceruleum shipments and waved it through. And once it reached its destination, it would have been retrieved, and its contents sold for coin.
The audacity. Do we know who's behind this?
As fortune would have it, I spied the leader of this operation being handed one of the stolen items. A bracelet, which Vau Wuklamat had intended for her nursemaid, Namika.
It was from the Vow of Resolve?
Oh, you've seen it then?
No, no, never. And if I knew who had it, I would have arrested the scoundrel.
Mind if I check your back pocket? Oh, come off it. I saw you with the bracelet.
What's the meaning of this, Woohoote?
It's a setup, sir. I have the bracelet, yes.
Oh, shut up. I don't care.
They're the real criminals. They concocted this.
If you feel your honor's at stake, there's always the old-fashioned way.
Please, let me duel.
The law which folks have used to settle their differences for generations.
You don't mean...
Woohoote, I challenge you to a duel. The winner is right, the loser is wrong. Doesn't get simpler than that.
Yeah, have at it. Let your pistols do the talking. Please, do you honestly believe you can goad me into...
You refuse then? A baby alpaca's got more fight than you.
All right, boy. But remember, you asked for this. Come on, Zakawa! Give him what for!
Shouldn't we stop him, Chief? Even if it's just rubber bullets, we're in the middle of town.
Be quiet. Just watch.
They even added a tumbleweed. They added a mobile tumbleweed.
Oh, you little shit!
Looks like you've gotten slow in your old age, Vulture.
You and I are going to have a long talk.
Man, that was fun. Oof. Glad we got to participate in that, guys.
I apologize for dueling in the middle of town. If you want to lock me up, then lock me up. But please, let my friends go. They've done nothing wrong.
You drew your gun within town limits. But Woohoote drew first. Far as I'm concerned, you acted in self-defense. You're free to go. As are your friends.
Ah, you're not such a bad guy after all.
Just a man of the wilds, like you. But to think that Woohoote had taken control of the Daybreakers, it pains me that it happened right under my nose.
What are you gonna do about his crew? Some of them are still in Tonatenui.
Those who have broken the law will be taken into custody. But those who haven't will be given the chance to resume walking the straight and narrow. What about you, Zakawa? What do you intend to do now?
I don't honestly care what he intends to do
what
now.
I've always done. Protect the weak and help the helpless. The old-fashioned way.
Have fun, anime protagonist, man.
Here, this was Vawuk Lamott's gift for someone, wasn't it?
Yes. A person very dear to her.
I suppose this is where we go our separate ways. My thanks again for your help apprehending the...
Well, that should have been like 5 times more interesting than it ended up being. They were saying something I don't intend. I know we've got the race to let's return to the ship and save Springs. If you staying there long, I'd like to give you proper thanks before I get... We weren't planning on it, but there's no need to rush. We'll see you at the Springs then. God, I am just so... I'm so miffed. I'm so miffed. I'll be honest, I got hyped up myself for the storyline. I knew I was gonna have a lot of cutscenes today. I hyped myself up for the storyline, but I might literally do this one section, start the next quest, and then legit go to bed so that I can do some roulettes in the morning. I'm very unhappy right now. Like, I would like to actively participate in the storyline at some point. You literally have me on the edge of my chair wanting to enjoy your storyline. Final Fantasy XIV. Can you let me participate so I can actually get some sort of enjoyment out of it? Because so far I'm just here. I threw shit into a fire. That is what I have done this entire storyline. In this map, I have walked from here to 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 there to here to there to here to there and threw poop over here. That's it. Oh, right. I went over here to collect poop to throw over here. I've done fuck and what might describe as all for this part of the story. I'm not thrilled about what I have done. I am not... I got nothing I can say about this. I'm just unhappy. You know. The most fun I had was discovering that I had a new skill in Blood Spiller. Which, to be fair, looks dope. And killing the bandits that were, like, right there for, like, a hot 20 seconds. Like, I'll be honest, I'm not hooked to what happened here. You literally could have cut this section. Aaronville and I could have gone to the tracks and skipped onto his homeland, and I would not have missed a single moment of what just happened here. Hurry up, I want to go to bed. I'm tired. Oh. Hold on, let me put this on. Put this on automatic, actually. Sorry, I'm taking my medicine. I wasn't paying attention. Was that just something something duel, something something never gonna let it happen again, something 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 see you again? Hold on, that was actually important. Hold on. Were you not planning on taking the train? Oh, the trains have been suspended, didn't I tell you? I'll be here a while yet, though. Do let me know if there's any way I can assist you. None of the other tracks being damaged in the last quake, the tunnel was closed as well. Must have happened when we were still down south. I've been quite a few kilometers of late, and a rather large one struck not long before you two arrived. I only hope no one was hurt. Ominous. At any rate, if you want to know when service will resume, you can speak with the station master yourself. See that the station is just over there. Yeah. Oh, I do believe Bongo's posted a thing. I regret the things that I've seen. Well, the next quest or two I'll at least be level 97. Seems people aren't too happy about the train delays.
I'm so sorry, but we're not sure when the train will be running again.
You've got to be joking. Of all the places to get stuck at on the way.
Please don't tell me you've come to complain too.
We heard that the earthquake had caused disruptions and wanted to ask when operations would resume. But I see that it will be a while yet.
I'm afraid so. Too few hands for too much work. It's time-consuming enough to inspect the tracks after every quake, but this last one we got after the succession ceremony was massive. Made a mess of a whole bunch of railroad ties.
The succession ceremony? We would have been in Tuliyollal at the time. If it was as violent as you say, we should have felt it as well.
I have to admit, it was a touch strange, having seen my fair share of tremors. If I had to describe it, it felt more like the rumbling from an explosion.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Seriously? You're offering to help?
What about you, my friend? If you'd rather strike out on your own, I understand.
Though, if you were willing to lend us a hand too, we'd be truly tremendously grateful. Thank you! Thank you so much! I'm Shenza, by the way. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
My pleasure is yours.
If you would please step inside, I can introduce you to everyone.
Sorry for dragging you into this.
I'm literally doing nothing better, my friend. I am gonna stop while I'm ahead. Like, as soon as this cutscene is done, I am
There they are.
just done with...
That's them, the two volunteers. Walika is our station master, and over there is our top driver, Nito Ikwe.
And this grizzled mug is Zoppia, an engineer who joined around the same time as me.
Much obliged for the help. I'll make it worth your while, I promise.
Something the matter?
I'm just seeing a flashback of something. Happy to be a fan of trolleys.
Trolleys? They're fine, I suppose, but they're no match for our cerulean-powered engine.
Well,
she's absolutely glorious, let me tell you.
I'd ask.
If you'd like to bask in her beauty, well, you should visit the depot behind the platform.
Right then. What I'd like you two to do is help us procure timber. We'll be using it to fashion new railroad ties, so it needs to be the strongest stuff we can get. In these parts, that means the trees in the Piata-Yonan Plain. It is Hetsaro territory, though, so we need to get their permission first. Come on, no time to waste.
Well, this start the level 96 quest line, so yeah. This is a good starting point. There is no trolley. Well, maybe there is a trolley. I don't know. I have opinions. I posted in spoilers about those opinions. But suffice to say, I just want to do something. I'm not asking for a lot. I just want to be an active participant in the story. I let myself talk away everything up to this point, up to Wook Lamont and Kona becoming the fucking vows of resolve and reason and becoming the new Dawn servants. Like, fine. We were adventurers who were becoming something of a mentor to young adventurers who have yet to really experience the world. Great. Cool. That's an interesting take on the storyline. But you kind of didn't make that the whole expansion. You made that like half of the expansion. Which is great. I got it in my head, hey, maybe we're done with that part of the expansion. I'm allowed to do a thing. And I'm not. And I'm very upset about it. I just want to be a participant in the storyline. Not Arenvel's, like, shit grabber. I hope that smile means that maybe shortly post the current storyline I'll be able to have that fun, but flat out, I'm mad where I'm at right now. This is not the storyline that I had hoped for when I was allowed to go on a solo adventure or an adventure with a guide who can't, like, isn't an active participant. Yeah, I'm less, like, light novel / movie and more walking simulator, because I have to walk places. You know, I'm not transitioning to them, I have to take myself over there. It's a walking sim. Is learning about Tural, its people, the cultures, learning about Shalone and the different areas around here interesting? Yes. as a Warhammer lore buff whose favorite like factions are like Imperial Guard, Death Corps of Krieg, Sisters of Battle, and Custodians, like you're looking at a guy who's like can really sit down and enjoy a history, lore, and kind of like storyline of a faction. 100% as somebody who's a huge fan of like what goes on in Dark Souls and wants to dig deeper and learn about the lore of that game. Getting all of this different lore is amazing and interesting. But I'm also playing a video game. You know, I gave up a whole, like, you know, I worked Friday and today. A lot of prepping for going on my vacation. But when I wasn't doing that, I was playing games with here. And to be honest, like, I actively chose to spend time, like, take long 2-hour breaks to spend time with Chelsea. But, like, that's not typical of me. And for some of those breaks, I extended the time that they lasted just because I wasn't feeling like getting back to the story. And when I get up tomorrow, maybe I'll get to the story before I take Chelsea out to the mall. Maybe or take her to her appointments and we get all the stuff we need to get done for Steph. Maybe I won't. Right now, I don't feel the energy to push down to the level 97 dungeon because I just... And I'm going to have fun with 14. When I get to the raid teams, I know I'm going to have fun with my raid teams. Like, I'm not worried about getting through the story. I'm worried about not caring about the story because that's what, like, led me down the road of not wanting to play World of Warcraft anymore. Besides all the drama that I had to go through in World of Warcraft, by Shadowbringers, or not Shadowbringers, Shadowlands, same thing. But the time Shadowlands dropped, I just didn't care for WoW's storyline anymore. I didn't care for the lore they were trying to feed me. It was just drivel and garbage. You know, they had... This Final Fantasy XIV has done really good job of presenting a storyline that didn't try to return to a status quo of you trying to solve Eorzea's problems, but instead has this whole new land for you to go and explore and be an adventurer again in. And I'm kind of not being an adventurer. I've been a mentor, and now I am a tourist, where Aaron Vela is my tour guide. You know? And that's just how I feel about the post challenges storyline. Is something around the corner? Yes, I saw Zoroja open the gate to, well, almost open the gate to the Golden City. But, you know, and reactions from that is probably causing what's happening with the train. Yay. You know, maybe I'll get to start being an active participant in crazy shit going on, but as of right now, I just spent 2.5 hours, not 2.5 hours, about an hour of cutscenes to get there. About an hour and a half to 2 hours playing this game and being like, man, I wish I had just done the cutscenes, streamed them to YouTube with my reactions to them, and then have gone to play Dark Souls on my Switch to see how it plays over there. Like, I literally just wish I did something else than this, and that does not make me excited to continue the storyline. So, sorry to end on a sour note, guys. It's just that, you know, that's part of the enjoyment of me doing this content is getting my opinions out there. But yeah, we'll go to the scene in stream scene, and we'll see if there's somebody I can raid today. I'll be back. I won't be streaming tomorrow because tomorrow I'm going to get on early in the morning and do raids. I might stream tomorrow evening or afternoon for a bit, depending on what happens after our stories. But if you wish to know about it, you can join my Discord and go and take a look and see if you want to watch. I'll post something about it. For now, we're going to go raid Core. He's not playing 14, so I don't have to worry about you guys getting some sort of You know, you guys don't have to, I don't have to worry about you guys getting some sort of spoilers from him. So have a good night. Take care. I'll see you guys later.